So for that we'll type sudo apt update, and it's asking me for a password, but I don't know the password. If I click enter without a password, it will say it's not working. So in Linux, a point to be noted, those who knows about it, they know, I know. Those who are not familiar with this Linux terminal, when you type anything during particularly while you are asked to enter any password, it won't show or any star mark like you can see in any web application. Here when you type something, it won't show, it will be just like kind of still, but you should type correctly and then enter, it will work. So I'll just backspace, I'll type my password TOOR, that was the default password, TOOR, and then it will work because this user's default password is TOOR. And for Kali, it is Kali. Now the package index is updated. You can see that 2197 packages can be upgraded. The list is updated, so we can check for apt list upgradable to check what all packages we can upgrade by typing the command apt upgradable. Here we didn't use sudo command because we have already used once and the terminal is still on, so it won't ask for a password again. We can type apt upgrade to upgrade the operating system. But if you using in a new terminal, you should mention sudo, otherwise it will give you error. And if you upgrade, it will upgrade to the latest version, but it will take a long time, so we won't do it now, we'll do it in the next video. I'll show you later. We should upgrade it, but I will show you later. Now we'll type the command clear to clear the screen. Clear, enter. So the screen is cleared. We'll type the command who am I to check the user, present user. Now we are as a user, so if we want to log in as root, so we'll type sudo su, then it will and now there is no root password, so I've just logged in as root. Now we will change password next, but first let us check who am I. Now it is saying I'm root. If I type exit, then I'll be a low privilege user again. Now if I type who am I, you can check, sorry, wrong command, who am I. Previous command was a typo error, now it's like who am I. Yeah, now I am root user. So if I want to change my password, I will type, first I will clear the screen, then I will change my password passwd. To change the password, we'll use a command called passwd and then the username. My username is user, so I'll just type user user. Then it will ask for current password and then the new password. My current password is TOOR, so when I type, nothing is displayed. Now I'll press enter. It's asking me for the new password. I'll type my secret new password. Enter. Now I have to retype the password that I have typed earlier. Password typed. Now press enter. Okay, it says the password is not matched. I have to try again. Current password, new password, new password again. Password updated successfully. Now the user password is changed. So if I close the terminal and go to menu and this power button, and if I and restart, if I shut down and try to log in again, then I have to type the new password. Anyway, I will just cancel. I will just show you later. We'll try to change the root password. Now we'll type passwd password. To change the password, we type the command passwd for sudo user. User sudo doesn't exist. Sorry. We want to change the user password for root. Okay, we can't change actually. Yeah, for that if you want to change the root password, we have to type the command sudo passwd root, and then actually the root user didn't have any password initially, as we can log in to this Parrot security operating system without any password. So we'll just make it password protected. So we'll type a password because it doesn't have any password, so it's asking for the new password, not the current password. So we'll just type a secret password and then type it again. And then retype. And the password is updated successfully. Now we have changed our current user, that is user. The current user name is user. We have changed user's password, and also we have changed root's password. To log in as root, we have to type the command sudo su. Now we are logged in as root, and if you check who am I, you will see that we are logged in as root. To exit from this root, we'll just type the command exit and then again type the command who am I. Now you see that we are logged in as user. I will clear the screen. I'll close. And now if you want to go to applications, here you can see the privacy. In the first tab, privacy, in this menu you can see that you can use serve GUI. You can serve anonymously to hide your public IP address while doing penetration or doing any kind of research, cybersecurity research work, or performing your ethical hacking task. You can use this feature and serve anonymously. This is the GUI, graphical user interface. It's saying anonymous is not running. This is Tor, the onion router. If you're not familiar, we'll discuss about this later. So we'll just click on start. Then it will ask for a root password. We'll type our root password. We'll check with our the user password, and later if it asks for the root password, let me check once. I entered my user password. It worked. So I don't want to enter my root password. I just enter my user password, user password. Do you want Anonymous to kill dangerous application and clean some application cache? So it's your go, like you can go for yes or no. I'll just go for yes. Now it started. Yeah. Now if I check my IP, now congratulations, this browser is configured to use Tor. Tor means the onion router. Now if we open a browser and check our IP address, then our public IP address won't be displayed, and this is a good practice while doing ethical hacking, so that our main public address is anonymous and untraceable. But if you do some crime, then you will be definitely traced, because the law enforcement, they can easily trace even if you use a VPN or proxy, because FBI cracked Tor a long time back, and it's difficult, but it's not impossible to track. But we are ethical hackers. I'm teaching you ethical hacking and cybersecurity skills, so if you will definitely have permissions, and it's a good practice to anonymize yourself, and then you can start using and start hacking ethically. So to maximize, we'll click on the green button. We will open a website called whatismyipaddress.com. Let me check. It's showing IPv4 77.2.47. This is the IP address. It's showing that my internet service provider is Enforce Entertainment, service is Tor, exit nodes, cities St. Petersburg, region Florida, country United States. I'm not in United States, so I know it's working, and it's the Tor, the onion router, is anonymizing my public IP address. So I'll just close. Okay, so now you can start working anonymously, and you can check your details. Activated ports, DNS activated, boot section not enabled to boot option not enabled to boot. So we can enable it, but let's go back and I'll just stop. We can change identity, like right now, as you saw that there was the IP address. If we click this, then it will change my identity with a new IP address. Anyway, now we will stop. It's asking for my password. I use my normal user password, not the root password. Now it will stop. No, AnonServe is not running. Now I can close this. So this was AnonServe. You have calculator, draw, write, dictionary, internet. You have Firefox, and then you have Tor browser, the onion router browser. You have graphics, sound and video, to play any video. You have VLC media player. You have a game export. For pen testing, for penetration testing, that is pen testing, you have most used tools. For information gathering, that is the first step of ethical hacking, or the first step of penetration testing is information gathering. We'll come to it in our upcoming videos. Information gathering, we have tools, DNS analysis, IDS IPS identification, intrusion detection system, intrusion prevention system identification, live host identification, network port scanning, OSINT analysis, open source intelligence tools. I have this favorite tool, Maltigo, then case file, root analysis, SMB analysis, SMTP analysis for enumeration, SNMP analysis, SSL analysis, AMAP, Dimitri, IkeScan, NetDiscover, Nmap, Recon, NG, Wireshark, and we have next we have vulnerability analysis. We have Cisco tools, fuzzing tools, OpenVAS, Greenbone, vulnerability scanner, and then we have web application analysis tools like OWSP Zap, and then WP Scan, Comics, HTTrack. We have web application proxies, Burp Proxy, Burp Suite, the Community Edition. Then exploitation tools, we have database exploit, we have Metasploit, we have MDB export, XDump, exploit search, IPv6 tool, we have Metasploit framework, we have Armitage Metasploit framework, MSF payload creator, MSF Venom, then payload generator, we have MSF Venom, social engineering tools, social engineering toolkit, MSF payload creator, web application, we have SQL map, Beef cross-site scripting framework, Terminator, Websploit. Then maintaining access, we have AV evasion, antivirus evasion tools, Hex, exe2 Hex, Hyperion, Shelter. We can use this tool to change the hex code to bypass antivirus, to change the signature of our malicious application for during ethical hacking, and then operating system backdoors, tunneling and exfiltration, web backdoors. We have a lot of tools, guys. Then post exploitation, hash and password dump, passing the hash attack, pass the hash, password attacks. We have hash identifier, offline hash cracking tools like John the Ripper, and then Hashcat. Then wireless testing tools, we have Wi-Fi River, and then we have Aircrack NG. Then sniffing and spoofing, we have Ethercap, Bittercap, Responder, Wireshark, MacChanger. Then we have digital forensic tools, Autopsy, Binwak. This is just for the new students or the one who wants to dive into cybersecurity, for the absolute beginner. So I'm just going it thoroughly, like not that thoroughly, just I'm going a brief introduction. So if you guys want to skip this part, you can go ahead. And this is a digital forensic tool. If you are interested in forensics, like analyzing malware analysis, reverse engineering, then you can use this kind of tools. You can use Autopsy to investigate any cyber crime, and then volatility memory forensics, ERA, and then automotive reverse engineering tools, like you have debuggers and disassemblers. In debuggers we have Java Snoop, EDB, GNU debugger, decompilers, text to jar to decompile Android APK files, disassemblers, Flask, Radar. We can use also OLE debugger and Immunity debugger. We can use IDA Pro, disassemblers. Reverse engineering reporting tools, we have Casefile, Metagofil, Eyewitness, QTCAP. And then system services, HTTP, we can start HTTP service, we can start Metasploit service, start and stop. We can start OpenVAS, start and stop. PostgreSQL, you can start it from here and stop it, SSH, etc. And in the desktop you can see we have Wireshark, packet capturing and network analysis tool. And then this is OWSP Zap by Open Web Application Security Project. You can see OWSP top 10 for securing web applications. Similarly, you can see OWSP top 10 for mobile and Android IoT devices. Then we have Metasploit framework for exploiting our target during ethical hacking. Then we have social engineering toolkit and VS Codium. In the next video I will show you different commands